said there's a suspicious person looking in the window. What up, Lou? He went in. Should we go in? What up, Connecticut Transparency? I heard there was somebody looking through a window, so it was suspicious. What up, Irish? Joko, Gawaz, Lou.
We have Bill, we have copies, we have his driver's license. He gets his receipts. Written that. It's one of the ones that says motion picture purposes.
Sorry, guys.
So I did what we were trained to do in tax collection, is get copies of the checks.
What up, Kevin?
Bills. What else you need?
These are all, you giving me all this?
I'm giving you all that because we don't need it, we can't do anything with it.
And I do appreciate your patience, sir.
I'll
I
be
do.
mad.
That's the lady from the other day, guys. That's the lady that hung up on us.
They wrinkle them up like that to make it feel a little.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You all set or? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that lady was the one when I called to try and get the parking commissioner. I should have asked her. If I was thinking, I would ask her why Pablo hasn't made it. Why Pablo hasn't made it there today. He hasn't went by once today. We called this morning. Yeah, Josh has been here. Probation's on the top floor. There's some stuff out here. Probation's up there. Parole's right over there. I was actually walking by Parole the other day. I wasn't filming. I wasn't doing anything. Just walking by like a normal person, dude. And the parking lot's like back. There's a driveway, and then on the other side of the driveway is Parole. But you can get out of Parole through that driveway. Dude, a PO jumped out of his car and like started yelling at me and waving. And I was like, what? And then he like stopped and kept stared at me, so stared at him. And then he ended up getting out and be like, oh, it was the wrong person. I'm like, what? Thank you, bud. Sweet bike. What up, truth be told? Good to see you. Truth be told, you're actually the one I should have called, dude. I keep forgetting. I don't know why, dude, and I don't want it to come out wrong, but every time I like think of people to call to ask something, I still like don't think I know you or is your friend yet, because the only time I ever see it is like when I'm going through my phone. But I got some shit. I called the court this morning to find out like why the judge decided to drop the case against the guy that worked there that assaulted me, and the information on the case and everything, and they denied me all the information. The state's attorney did, and told me I can't have any of it as a victim or anything. And if I want it, I have to go back to, I gotta go refile with the state police, and that's the only way I can get it. I can't FOIA, I can't do anything, he said. Which I mean, it would only make sense that if the court has the information, the court would have to give the information over, wouldn't it? Oh, scanner's still on. But, you know what I mean? How does the cop know? I mean, maybe they probably get a file of everything, but what do the police have to do with the case once it's already in court? They're not the one that decides which judges rule on it and keep track of all that. They still haven't even given me the criminal's name. And then, oh, truth be told, and then the guy got mad because he got parking tickets. I got him. They parking commission finally went down there and wrote tickets Monday and Tuesday. They haven't done anything today, and they've been notified it since like 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. So, we'll see. But when I called him, he wouldn't give me any information, and I asked him if he had the information, why he couldn't tell me, and he said, I told him some bullshit. And he asked me if I knew, how I knew he was parking illegally. Like it was some mystery. Like it was some mystery that he's parking in police parking only. And to be able to park there, you gotta have a little gay placard that they make you. And he doesn't have it, so it's clearly illegal. Like, if the parking guy's writing tickets for it, it's illegal. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it illegal, but it's insane. But I didn't know what they were doing over there, and I still don't even know what just happened. I went there because it sounded like they said there was a suspicious person looking in the windows there. That's the whole reason I went down there. And the cop showed up when I showed up, and it kind of looked like that's what he was there for. But then when we went in, that's not what it looked like he was there for at all. He just signed some paperwork and took the paperwork. And then they let that, like, what did that guy have to do with it? Very confused. Well, it was also really none of my business. So, I was just there to document. Let's see if there's tickets here yet. I mean, it's been even, let's give them benefit of the doubt. 10 o'clock till now, that's 4 hours. Somebody was just whining in the comments, oh, it must be nice to go check a parking lot for 3 days in a row. Dude, I'm on unemployment. I'm collecting this week. I can go check a parking lot every goddamn day if I want to. I'm being paid regardless. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, this guy came back. See, but it's like they only put their plaque up when they want to. Even if they have them, they only put them up when they want to. And I'm sorry, I don't care if you have it. If it's not up there, you get a ticket, just like everybody else. But it doesn't seem like he's came by today. I mean, he could have, but this truck hasn't moved, that car hasn't moved, and I don't think this car hasn't moved. But the first one, and the last one have a placard. So, but they're still not police. The police shouldn't have to come here and worry about parking down the road or parking somewhere illegal because these lazy fucks can't just park in their garage. It is. They have a 4-story garage right there and a whole parking lot right here with open spots. They're just that lazy. I mean, that dude that I talked to on the phone, he didn't sound too healthy. He didn't sound like he did a lot of walking. So, you never know. But, again, there is handicap over there, but it's only 10 minutes. So, one of them's unlimited, but... And then they said it's okay for the marshals to park in the handicap parking because they're basically a cop. They're the same, the van counts as a cruiser. And I said no, because he would still need to have his lights on to be able to park in the no parking for any amount of time if he wasn't handicapped. Like, right? Isn't that just common sense? So, it's not adding up. And they also lied. We went there right after the meeting with the town hall person, and not a single one of them had a handicap plaque. or anything such. So they're liars. Well, not liars, but they were misinformed by liars. So would that make them liars? But we're out here. It's nice. I'm not gonna stay on too long. I was just seeing. Oh, there's one down there. What's he doing? I don't like getting off and then getting right back on, but I don't like walking around aimlessly either. So, what up, Ireland? Truth be told, big facts, buddy. I said, bro, either way, I'm getting paid. Like, I don't care what you gotta say. I'd be mad too. Well, no, I wouldn't be, because I'm not a petty bitch, but you know what I mean. Man, that cop just could not make that roundabout down. Oh, you guys can't even see it. There he goes. JD, any? Listen, and I get that all the time. Like, people like, you're not disabled, what do you care? Like, it actually matters if you're actually disabled or not. But, like, what people don't know is my niece is deaf. She's got a, like, not deaf, blind. And she's not 100%, but, like, pretty much. She can't fucking get down the road without her dog. She can't do anything without her dog. Like this right here, this obstacle, this is why I had such a fit when I went to New Haven, dude. And New Haven was, like, they just don't care. But, oh, I need that. That's my case. But, like this, they parked their trucks in front of the sidewalk all the way to that building, say. Even if they came up to this, her dog won't walk by this. Her dog will not take her in the road around this. To get around this, she'd either have to go down across the street somewhere, if the dog knew that, and go back that way, or all the way around. And that's messed up. Like, even, I don't know, Norwich, or New Haven, dude, New Haven, department-wise, like how the department was presented was, and how they acted, was the worst department I've ever seen or dealt with. At all. And that's honest. Like, probably 80% of the cars had an illegal tint cover and missing front plates. Some of them had no plates at all. They all had tinted windows. Like, why is he going left again? Just driving in circles. What's going on over here? Here's another one. 2 more. That's Parole. Parole's down here, guys. So, I forgot what I was talking about. That threw me off. I'm sorry. If anybody knows, remind me. But other than that, I lost that train of thought. I can't believe that they only have one parking guy, and they make it sound like he's so busy. If that's the case, they should really take like 2 cops off the force and make them parking people. Like, let's distribute this. Because what are they doing? They're not writing tickets. They're not writing parking tickets. They're most of the time just hiding. I usually find 2 or 3 cops hiding at a time. So they're not doing much good over here. Obviously, Pablo's so busy. Even if you call first thing in the morning, he can't make it by the end of the day. And that's what I said before too, is I don't believe that they really get, what do you think the calls are on parking violations in Norwich from people, not businesses, from people. And I want to know, I don't know the answer to this, but I don't see why we couldn't, is if we can FOIA that blue building, that's Parole. If we can FOIA all the tickets in that written on that street between, let's say, now and when we started doing this, and I bet you there's none. Parole's going out hard. I've seen like 2 or 3 of them. They violate rights too, left and right. I mean, Parole in my opinion, parole in Connecticut is way better than probation. But they all do a lot of real questionable stuff. And they're more dangerous than cops because there's really no way, unless you record, there's no documentation, there's no you know what I mean? There's no record of what conspired other than what they said. And they're not the most honest people. That's a fact. So, but if you go to like out of the rotary left right there, or you can go up in and that way, and that'll take you through Parole. Parole's in the front. It's not that whole building. I think it's just the first floor. We can go that way. We ain't got nothing else going on. You guys want to cut through this way? I still gotta light this cigarette. We'll go this way. But yeah. This is Parole. I don't know if there's another building there, because like there's a picnic table there. I see people hanging out there sometimes. And like usually, I don't know, you don't see that at Parole, so I don't know. You see? Look at all their vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just here right now. What's running this stupid little thing? They're not exempting their personal cars, dude. To just let them run forever. I doubt it. I don't know. I don't think parole people use this parking lot. Or most of them. I think most of them go up here. I know I did. I never went here. That's it. That's Parole. What? Yeah, this parking lot. I mean, no parking. I don't know why we can't. I mean, in all reality, we could go in. There's just nothing going on right now. Usually they have like dates and times where they like meet with people, and it's not all the time. What's today? Wednesday? I'm trying to think. This is also the same parole that actually puts people into that halfway house with the sex offender that watches the inmates piss. This is Parole. This is Parole that oversees that house. So we gotta, I don't know, man. It just hit me and I really want to do it. I just don't know if this second's the second. I really want to go in there and ask a parole supervisor if they think that's appropriate and why they allow that. I just don't know if being alone is the time. I don't really like doing anything alone, especially in there. They take my phone, I'm hit. I'm not going to be able to, I won't have a record of anything. But that's it. There wasn't half as, I don't know. You think they take them vehicles home at night? I bet you some of them do. What? Hey, what time is it, you guys? I can't see. There's no clock on my thing. Or there is, but I can't see it while I'm on live. Well, I'm trying to time the court people. Bros here. T-Mobile, this is the Rotary where they love to just hang out. The lady that works at Cricket told me they're always here. I caught them one night. She was like, yeah, they're always here. Always. And I was like, yeah, I believe it. I don't know, like, where their crime happens out here. They always sound busy. It always sounds like there's stuff going on, but, like, does it not happen downtown? Where does it happen? Because there's like Taffville, there's different parts, but I figured a lot of the stuff would be downtown. So if anybody that actually lives in Norwich or has ever lived in Norwich and knows better spots, let me know, because I will go. I'm gonna have a car anytime. Anyways, but I think I'm gonna get like a scooter or a bicycle, something just to get around on without a car, because look at all this parking. This is what caused a huge issue last time. I was like, the first time I came up here, and I got in trouble in Norwich because the cops were too stupid to know what a public disturbance was, which they absolutely knew. They just wanted my ID because they were fiends. But what are you gonna do? Oh, there's one. He's busy. He's got to go. 15. Where's he going? Left. Of course he is. Want to be a criminal in Connecticut, especially in Norwich, work for the court. The prosecutors and the judges, these criminals will protect you. Without a doubt. I've proven it. Irrefutable evidence. But it's hard because a lot of people still have, like, I'm sure everybody would do that, right? But I feel like a lot of us just have integrity. Like, even if I made more money being a cop, which I wouldn't, not in my career right now, like where I'm at, and took less money to go be a cop, somehow, even if they paid me more, if they were going to pay me all this more money, I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. One cop's not going to make a difference. You'll be treated just like the criminals on the street. They'll get you out so they can keep doing what they're doing. Like, everybody's always like, oh, why don't you go make a difference? You really think one cop in one department is going to make a difference? I mean, it may in the people's lives in that community for that short period of time they allow them to remain. But I don't know. I think to some degree you have to play their way or you're not going to be a cop. But you never know either, I guess. They'll say different, but what their actions say different. You can't really believe them. Dude, this shit was so flooded the other day, guys. It's finally almost back to normal. I got a bunch of footage. There's a historical water wheel, or I don't know what you call it, like electric water dam, up on the way that I take to get down here. And then there's a waterfall. And I went there a couple weeks ago with my kids. You could stand on the dam and the water was like 10 feet below you. The other day, that water was like 3 feet over the dam. It was insane. And then the waterfall was like 3 times bigger than it usually is. It flooded out everything. It flooded out the marina, driveways to apartment buildings that are on the path to get down here were all flooded. So it's finally, like, I saw the dam this morning and it was still trickling over, but barely. So, but they don't, I don't know. I don't even know why it's up. If they don't use it, why is it up? And then they go up there and they use wood to try and control the flow of the water to divert it, and it doesn't work. It's wood. It's like plywood and shit, and they're trying to stop like hundreds of thousands of gallons of water. It doesn't make any sense. And then all they do is slow it down so it backs up over the top and messes up all the land behind it. The river only runs through like a tiny part, but when it backs up, it's like probably almost 100 yards across in spots. It's insane. They got all these buildings, dude, down. This is almost like Willimantic, dude. All these old abandoned buildings. Yet they're tearing down the last little bit of property that they have to put up new businesses and new buildings. Nobody here, but they'll kick the homeless out of down here every day. They'll lie and say that they caught them drinking a beer when they were carrying around an empty can. I still haven't even put that out. That happened right here. Dude helped the cops, gave him a tip. In the other parking garage, he went to use the bathroom. There was somebody in there out cold. And he assumed that they were OD'd. The cops were sitting somewhere nearby, and he told them, and he walked away. Well, they went and woke him up. The dude was mad. I heard him bitching, so I was like, you going to talk to him? He was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm going to tape it. So I went and watched him. Like, that's when I realized his story probably wasn't true, because he wasn't even talking straight. But yelled at the cops, and then I left. I walked around the corner, and the kid that gave them the tip and possibly could have saved that dude's life, they have stopped over here for an open container. And don't forget, Connecticut doesn't have laws on open container, but the town of Norwich, they need every way they can to harass these homeless. So Norwich has an ordinance, which doesn't make any sense. Just like it doesn't make any sense that he gave the homeless guy a $75 fucking ticket when he could have gave him a warning. What do you got to give him a ticket for? Is that going to stop him from ever drinking in public again? No, you fucking idiot. It's not gonna, in the big picture, it's not going to do anything. It's basically legal for a fee. Okay, you could do it, but pay us our punk out money so you can do it. Like, what? Why don't I just give you guys $5 at the beginning of the day and say, hey, I'm going to drink in public today? Like, instead of you guys raping me for 75, it just don't make any sense to me at all. Taking money from homeless, from anybody. I don't agree with them. Any ticket, I don't feel like should be money. Okay, you get a ticket, go do 5 hours of community service at a soup kitchen. Like, if you have to do something, and I'm not saying you do, or that's what I agree with, but let's say you did, why aren't we going to volunteer and do something that gives back to the community instead of missing work and missing time and having all this shit and giving it back to the court who doesn't actually help the community? Can anybody tell me that? I know if I got a ticket, I'd rather go to my local soup kitchen and volunteer and give back to my community like that than paying the state and handing it to the government, where it does nothing but pad these crooked judges and prosecutors and whatever they want to call themselves, those clowns' pockets. And it's true. It's 100% true. It's sad to see, too. I don't even know why I'm going that way. I'm going to jump off. I'm keeping you guys just blabbing. If I see something, I'll be back on. So, the odds are pretty good. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in a bit. I just don't want to keep you guys bored. So, nothing against you guys.